Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel Spirituality from Soul. In my today's video, I will talk about soul, like whether the soul is a, is male or female or any other gender. So, as we all know that every body, not just human, whether it's animal or insects or whatever, or anything, every body has a soul in it. But but whether that soul is male or female or like any other pronouns like we have trans or things like that, whether that soul is of what gender, that's because we have a concept that if it's a human body or if it's a male body then it will be a male soul, or if it's a female body then it will be a female soul, but that's not correct. Okay, so soul is far beyond than any gender. Doesn't matter which gender that soul is in, whether that soul is in a male body or a female body. The soul does not have any gender, and like I said, the soul is far beyond any gender. So let me slightly talk about it in little detail. So in every birth, a soul chooses a body based on the karma which soul has done in the past birth. But the universe always give a choice to uh, to the soul to choose what type of gender that soul wants to go to in the next birth. So we all know that based on the karma, like the soul has done in the past life, whether which body it was in, whether it was in the male body or the female body, the next birth is decided whether that birth is going to be a human birth or it is going to be um, some other birth, like whether it will be an animal or an insect or whatever, or a bird or a plant, or you know. So that is decided. The universe always decide based on the karma what type of body is it going to be for the soul. But soul has an option to decide whether that soul wants to go. If the soul is getting a human birth, then soul can decide whether that soul wants to go into the male body or a female body. So, so if for example, in one of the so in the previous birth that soul was in the male body, and all the other previous birth that soul was in the male body, then soul can go for the male body in the next birth as well. But on the other hand, that soul can also go for the female body, and likewise, if that soul was in the female body in this birth, and when the time comes to choose the next birth, then soul can also go for the either the female body or the male body. so like I said earlier, based on the karma of the soul in the previous birth, if soul is getting a human body in the next birth, then soul can choose the gender. And if the soul was male in the previous birth, then based on the soul contract, which I've already spoke about in the one of the videos before, like what is soul contract and how does it work and things like that, then please go and watch that video on my YouTube channel. So the soul contract, if I briefly briefly mention it here. So the soul contract is the contract which a soul signs with the master soul or with the universe, saying that okay, this is going to be my soul purpose in the next birth. So in the net, so there are few things which are mentioned over there, that this is my soul purpose in the next birth, and also these are the lessons which that soul is going to learn in the next birth. So if I'll give you an example, so for example, that soul has signed a contract with the master soul that I'm going to help animals in my next birth. So all the, all the not just the pet which that soul is, if that soul takes a human birth, and if they have a pet in the house, then not just a pet in the house, that soul is, the sole purpose is to help all the animals, in the street dogs and the other street animals. So that soul has signed a contract, and I'm going to help all the street animals in my next birth. So you must have seen, you must have seen that there are so many people who are who are very animal friendly, and they just help all the animals, like these charities we have, like the dot trust, and other charities or pets, that charities, where there are so many people who are working there, and they are like helping all the animals who are in pain, like the street animals, or if animal is and suffering in the zoo or places like that. So they help those animals. So probably their soul has a contract with the master's soul, that uh, this is what they are going to do in the next birth. So it's something which comes from inside. It's not like you cannot teach this to any person or any soul that okay, go and help the animals, right? Yeah, it is something which comes from inside. And likewise, some people has a sole purpose that they will help, these people who have some sort of a disability, like they are in the hospitals. So some people go and help those peoples in need in the hospitals, and do all sort of voluntary work. So because they have a soul contract with the master soul, that this is what they are going to do in the next birth. So likewise, so this is the contract which a soul signs with the master soul. But and if they are and if that soul is going to get a human birth, then universe gives the free will to the soul, that whether that soul wants to go for the male body or the female body or any other gender, like we have got transgenders and things like that. So soul is never uh, a male or a female. And like I said, we all know that the soul is the ultimate power, right? And this human body is just the clothes which that soul wears in every birth. Okay, so like even in Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that Lord Krishna, he said it many times, that it's the soul which is the ultimate power, and this human body is just the clothes that soul is wearing in every birth. So and the soul keeps changing the clothes, and the main thing which is always there is the soul. So that's why always important point to remember is a human body does not define a soul, but instead the soul defines a human body. So um, I hope you understand what message I'm trying to pass here through this video. So yeah, so if you like this video, or if you have any questions or any comments, please do let me know in the comments box below. And yeah, if you want to make any if you have any topic in your head which you want me to make a video on, then please do let me know in the comments box below. And yeah, and if you like this video and if you find it useful, then please do subscribe to my channel Spirituality from Soul, and do like and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.